And welcome back for our last match of day one of the 2019 TRU All-Star Challenge. When I picked that name, I didn't realize it was going to be so long and hard to say. But we have Capital in the blue stripes and blue shorts versus Mid-America in the white with black shorts. And this is our last match of the day. This is a Tier 2 match, meaning that these teams are playing for a trophy, and then the Tier 2 teams are playing for promotion to this top tier. And then you can have teams move down as well to the bottom tier, the loser, essentially, of the matches tomorrow. So if you've been watching us all day, I might repeat some of the things that we've been talking about throughout the day, but I just want to make sure everybody's set on the format and what's going on here. So this is supposed to be reminiscent of the old ITTs or NASCs that USA Rugby hosted. It went away a couple years ago. It was too much logistics and cost to the unions, and a few of us missed it, and so we just have forced it back. And we started doing this in Texas 4 years ago, and just started with 4 teams, and some of them were club teams, and some of them were college teams, and then we eventually have made our way to 8 teams, trying to be with every team from a union or a GU. To make sure that we got representation from everybody. And it's our first year with 8 teams, so we're really excited. So our last match of the day, Capital versus Marfu. Capital on the attack here, getting that kickoff pretty easily. And we can see scrum half, Kim, moving that ball pretty quick for Capital. They're going to want to move fast here. They're from the Northeast region, so we're glad they were able to come with all that snow that got dumped on them essentially Friday afternoon, Saturday, as you're probably sitting at home watching this. A little bit of a knock on there. Referee Kat Roche letting us know there's a knock on there, so we'll have the first scrum of the day, Marfu with that first scrum. She is assisted by Greg Varnell and Drew Lowe, all of Texas. All the referees here are Texas grown. We've had a full crew here this weekend. So we do this every year around December. The weather here in Texas is, today it's unseasonably warm, but normally it's pretty decent. It's not too wintry, usually be 50s, 60s, maybe some rain. So we've got good weather all year round that we can play rugby in, so we're really a good place to host these events. Don't have to worry about snow here maybe once every 10 years. So Capital on the run here, reaching. Let's see if the winger can touch it down. It looks like she has touched it down. Stephanie Barros with the first try of the match going to Capital. So really nice job there, just Capital being patient, moving it through the hands, and just eventually getting that winger and getting her the space she needed. And then she did have to go through a little bit of contact, but getting her the space she needed to get that first try down. So we'll be here all day tomorrow as well with the matches. We'll be joined again by commentator Tim Wilkes in the morning, and then I'll be back on probably a little bit later, Wendy Young, and happy to bring this stream to you on behalf of the Texas Rugby Union and the Nutmeg Media Sports as well. So we'll just wait for this conversion attempt. I imagine it's their fly half, Emily Blees, but we'll confirm when she runs back and I can see her number. So kick is off to the side, so we'll keep that score 5-0 for now. And it actually looks like it might be the scrum half making the kick. We'll have to see when she turns her back to her. Mid-America and Capital have both come to the event before. Mid-America's come with us every single year. They're pretty close to us, that Kansas and Missouri area, very close to us, so easy for them to come to see us. But Capital came last year and has returned again this year, so we're really excited to have all these returning sides. So we just wait for this Marfu restart. Nice high kick. It's going to be gathered well by Capital, though. She's immediately tackled to the deck. Capital, though, is going to play that quick ball all day long, where we're probably going to see a little bit more Marfu forward heavy typically. They like to use their forwards and just smash ball. Really nice run by the winger on that side again. Might have actually been the outside center. These are all new teams, and they're made up from different clubs in their area, so getting to know the players is a little bit harder. And just having the roster handed to you right before the match, but we're excited everybody's here. So nice forward play by Capital. Kim, you can see, directing the scrum half. She's wanting that forward pod. So here it comes. Out to the flanker. She's not quite taken down, so she keeps that leg drive, but she's being held up. Referee telling her to release. That's Towson holding her up. And then another nice run by the lock of Capital. A nice breakthrough. She's got one defender to beat. It looks like she may get around her. Just gets her by that shoelace, but she's able to offload. Offloading to Ariel Johnson. And then out to the flanker, number 7, Katie Lunton. She makes some ground. We've got some Mid-America hands in there, but referee says nope. Gate entry. So it'll come back for another capital penalty. That's 2 quick penalties on Marfu. So in a little bit of trouble there. We'll see if they go for, looks like we're going to do a PK play. It's quickly tapped. So tempo is the name of the game for Capital, but just knocked on there. So it'll be a scrum to Mid-America. So again, in the match before, we had pretty contrasting styles with the Texas team wanting to go very quickly and move that ball, and then the Midwest team, waiting for their pods to get set up and essentially doing a slow ball, power running is what they're looking for. And it looks like we may have that here with Capital wanting to go super quick. They've got lots of Nova players and players from, top clubs up there. And so we can see that Marfu, they're going to want to play. Typically, they play that heavy forward ball. So we'll see if that's the case here today. It's a good clearing kick by Marfu. Maybe would have gone a little bit farther if she could have got a better angle on it, but does get it out and give them a little bit of space to breathe. And so it'll be a line out to Capital. And you can see that barbarian style of socks where they're wearing their club socks. Looks like both sides are doing that. And just kind of another fun trend with these select side teams is you typically wear your club socks on your feet. So to the front pod, going to come around for that maul. It's going sideways, and Marfu's definitely in there. So it's going backwards a little bit. Oh, Marfu was stolen. Nice steal there. I believe that was a Bell who stole that, and she did go into touch. So it'll be another Capital line out, so it looks like they're going to just do it again. And we can see the backs of Capital just kind of coming in real quick, having a chat, maybe just realigning on something. Because, again, these players are from every club up there in the Northeast. D1, D2, D3, WPL. So maybe have played against each other for years but never played with each other. So always a unique opportunity. So a little bit of a dummy throw in the front there, but knock on in front. So it's going to be offsides. Penalty to Marfu, so Capital will get back 10. Marfu's going to go quick, though, not waiting for them to get back 10, so they make their 10 and a little bit more. She's still going. Finally, she's taken down. And we've got a pod to the forwards, and that's Bell taking it up. She's followed with Albrecht, who gets the dummy pass out to the backs now. Schwartz. Nice fend by Tharp. She offloads to the fullback, Lesnar. And then here we go. It's our first real shot looking at Marfu's attack. So we've got it into the flanker, Albrecht, on a run. And Marfu still keeping it here. They're going to go to their forwards. Oh, penalty, though. And tackler not rolling. So now we've flipped Capital under penalty warning. 2 in a row, quickly. So now Marfu is going to go with the PK. And it looks like we've got, maybe it's an exploded scrum. Yep, just going to Bell up front. Or excuse me, that's Towson. Bell's wearing 1. And then out to the backs. Nice little inside switch. Hands in by Capital. We'll see if she can get it. She doesn't. So it's now a tussle. I think Capital did steal it now, so Kim puts it up over top. It's a nice kick. There was nobody back. Nice Capital bounce. But brought down by Schwartz, who gets it for Marfu. And they go back to the attack. Nice slicing run by Lesnar, the fullback. And then they go back to their forwards. And they like to have their forwards on that kind of that lead run almost. They're not quite flat as a lead, but just having them not sitting in a pod, but they're coming at pace. That one was more like a lead. That one's out to Towson, who breaks and does a half break. And then out to the hands. We're going to go out to the wing, it looks like. And then go in the other direction now. So boomeranging it across. Not really making much ground. Now they do a little bit through Schwartz. Got some Capital players in there, but looks like Marfe's going to be able to keep it. Definitely slower delivery than Capital is. One nice little step there by Spafford. Breaking through. She's eventually tackled, though. So good defense by Capital. Marfe is making ground, but Capital seems composed, isn't panicking. And then through the hands again. Oh, I think Capital has stolen this. They have Kim on the run here. She's got a little bit of space. She's going to get it out to her 10, her fly half, and then out to the inside center. To Lindstrom. Penalty coming. Marfu. Side entry. Second one for them of that particular infringement. So we'll see what Capital's going to do here. Looks like they're talking line out, so Kim's going to try to get some space for him and get it out. It is well kicked, so now it'll be a Capital line out. Just 8 minutes gone in this match, so plenty of time to play for these teams. It is kind of that settling period. We've only had one score by Capital, 5-0. So it's still that kind of settling period where they're figuring each other out. These teams would have never played each other as select sides and very rarely would have played each other in the club level as well. Maybe at Sweet 16s. But Marfu generally made up of University of Kansas students, also Kansas City Jazz, St. Louis Sabres, those kinds of teams. And then the Capital would have Nova players, Beantown players, that caliber of players up there as well. So it kind of gives you an idea of what these teams are made up of. And I can actually get a little bit more specific on these teams. So just listing off a couple of the clubs for Capital Selects will be George Mason, Mary Washington University, Florida State University, are some of the colleges that these players played for. And then they move up, so they play for DC Revolution, Frederick Nova, James River, DC Furies, Chesapeake. So you can hear we've got some WPL teams in there, D1, DT teams. And then Mid-America. We might have a little bit of a break here on the wing. It is. It looks like number 14 for Mid-America is going to have a nice run. Tharp, she's still going. Oh, with just a shoestring tackle, but defense is late to arrive, and she's got a little bit of support in the fullback. Looks like she is going to break through, and I believe she's going to score. Nice job there by Lesnar. Tharp with the individual effort, though, to get over, and Tharp scoring, so we've got a score of 5-5. So for Marfu, the teams that make up this team generally, it's the KC Jazz, St. Louis Sabres, University of Arkansas, Fayetteville Phoenix, Omaha Goats, Queen City Chaos. So we've got a lot of teams that these guys are coming from, and most of them have played in college as well. So a really nice individual effort there, and then finishing it off by the fullback Lesnar to get the points for Marfu. So a tighter match today. We have had some blowouts today, and then the matches will shake out, and we'll have more games tomorrow. The matches tomorrow that are lining up, we've got a 9 a.m. consolation match, TRU under 24. So that's our college / under 24 team. And then the Motley side, which if you haven't been listening all day, we did have a team drop out at the last minute. So we had to ask our clubs to rally and put a third team in. Thankfully, we have enough women's teams to do that. So it's a Motley side, and they chose the name, the TRU Motley Crew. They are wearing just a Hark set, Hark men's jerseys, and you'll see them again tomorrow in that first match. And then the second match is at 10:45, and it is a consolation match for the top tier. So whoever loses that match will move down to the bottom tier. So there's quite a bit at stake. We do know one opponent for that match. It's Midwest, and then it'll be the loser of this match will play in that match. So whoever loses that match will move down in the tiers. So big game on tap. And then the third match of the day is a top tier 1 match. It's Pacific versus USA Rugby South. And then the fourth match of the day will be the championship for the hardware. And right now we've got TRU in there, and then whoever the winner of this match is. So we've got lots of rugby for you. After this match, we've got one more tomorrow. So Capital getting this back on the kickoff and going to work. Kim getting it out quickly. It's going to come back. There was advantage for a high tackle, and then we had a second high tackle. Roche letting him go 10 meters and instructing them to let her play. And then Marfu now back so we can play on without a second penalty. Nice little dip of the shoulder there by Capital fly half Blees. And then she gets it back out to her backs. Fullback inserting. Malomo Paris inserting there. And then just back changing directions to the flanker, to Lutton. Looks like a little bit of a knock on there. She just couldn't quite gather that quick pass, so it'll be a scrum to Marfu. So good pressure by Marfu. And looking at some of these, we've got some of these fun facts and rugby accolades. We've got lots of players returning for Marfu. Like I said, this is their 4th year coming here, so they've been here lots of times. And then for Capital, it's their 2nd year to come here, but we do have quite a few players that played on the Nova D1 National Championship team. They faced the Valkyries last year and won. So we do have quite a few players that are national champions. And then we've got some WPL players as well on the Capital side. So a nice scrum by Marfu, and then Selena picking that one up and driving through a couple players, and a nice line break from her. And then back out to that forward lead change for Marfu, and then imagine they'll maybe do one to the backs here. Nope, one more to the forwards. And Towson taking that one and rumbling over a few defenders. And then now out to the back, Schwartz. Out to Lettner at fullback, slicing in. And then scrum half moving that ball again. So it looks like Marfu's looking to actually play a wider game plan than we typically have seen from them. Playing side to side. And bringing that one back in. Breaking a couple of tackles. Oh, shoestring was missed. So number 5 of Marfu, beautiful offload. Smith. Offloading to number 11, Austin of Marfu. Excuse me, number 14, Tharp of Austin. So a nice break here by Marfu. Going to keep on the attack. Goes through Hooker, Stewart. And then another break, another half break by Bell. Slowing it down just a little bit here. Quite a few to the forwards, so now they go out to the backs. There is space out there if they can move it quickly. I'll pass a bounce pass, but you can still play that. Lettner picks it up. She's quick. She's going to slice through one, maybe two. She does. She's on the run now. She just got one defender to beat. She just has to beat Paris. Oh, what a tackle from Paris. That was beautiful. And then she's off to the run here again. Let's see. I'm not quite sure who picked that up, but it looks like the winger. Oh, and it's stolen by Capital. It looked like, oh, it was a knock-on, so Capital's picked up Kim. She's going to get it out to the wing. She's got some space. She's got an inside ball now. We've got it into forward's hand. She does try for the offload, but it gets stifled. Kept into Capital's hands, though. A little bit messy there. Marfu may have it. No, it looks like Capital still has it. It's hard to tell from this angle who's got it, but a big driving tackle back there. Back for Marfu. Kim gets it out. Now it's a forward ball. So just looks like Capital choosing to slow this down a little bit. Oh, big tackle. Maybe on the head there. We'll have to see. Yeah, Roche agrees. So penalty against Marfu. Just too high. We've had those that framework, and you can hear that warning. That framework's been adjusted. Nothing above that chest level now. And that when referees are in their rights to give that yellow and red card if they feel it's egregious enough. We've only seen one yellow card today, so it's been a pretty good discipline day. All right, Capital there. Nice little clearing kick, so they had the penalty, so it'll be their ball now. So we'll see what they do here. We do have one player I wanted to point out is Jess Molnar of Nova. She has been quite well in the rugby world. She's won awards, the Leo Vincent Award 2015, 2016, 2017 D1 Elite National Championship, Penn State Forwards Captain, Spring 2019. So college player, now playing for a club side, and she can make a milkshake in 10 seconds. She's also been a Chick-fil-A cow and is an intern architect. Fluent in Spanish and has done lots of things, including manhandling horses as an equine vet technician. So interesting player there. It's always interesting to see what they put as their fun fact when they are asked to fill these forms out. And that was of Capital. So Capital here still on the attack. Kim just doing that short, nice inside ball. The prop, Molnar taking it on the run. And then a little show and go by the flanker there, Lutton. And then out to the backs. Let's see what the backs can do. Skip pass. And a little short lateral. Nice line break there. And then they're going to keep going the same direction. Lutton is just all over the field. She's got the ball everywhere. She's just all over the pitch. All right, and again, we see Capital do a couple quick phases, and then they'll kind of slow it down. We got Marfu hands in there. Let's see. Oh, she doesn't survive the clean out, so we'll pick it up. And Capital still maintaining possession, but well tackled by Marfu. Bell taking that one down, and then out to the left again, so changing directions. So pretty good defense by Marfu. Oh, a penalty against the attack. It's got to be ball carrier not releasing. So now Marfu gets to relieve that pressure. They're going to go for the line out. So fly half will step in and try to make that kick. Hesimovic is going to try to make this kick and just kind of relieve some pressure for Marfu. Let's see how much ground she can make. Decent kick. Just right at the 50. And the coaching staff for the Old Glory Capital Selects is Nancy Fitz. She has started this job in 2019 of this year. She also coaches Nova Sevens, is a educator for USA Rugby coaching courses. She has a long resume. She's coached at the U.S. Naval Academy, Georgetown University, Washington Furies, Marfu Selects 15s and 7s, and then she was a member of the Washington Furies for almost 15 years. And then also played USA Sevens in the late 90s and USA Women's Team from 1996 to 2002. So a pretty sweet resume there for Nancy. And then Glenn Jensen is an assistant coach starting in October. He's the assistant coach of UVA Women and coach of Virginia Rugby Men from 2017 to 2019. A retired Marine, played for the Marine Corps 15, combined services, and then he played college ball at Norwich. And then we've got Stephen Davis. Began coaching for the women's team, the Capital Select team in 2016, and has also coached with Washington Rugby Club as well as the Washington Renegades RFC. For the Mid-America coaching staff, we've got KJ Abel, been with Mid-America for many, many years, was a former Marfu president, and has just been involved in women's rugby for many, many years. And then she is assisted by Jody Lawrence as well. So it looks like we just had a little reset of the scrum there, something they weren't happy about. And that looks pretty steady. No real dominance here. It's been a really stable scrum battle for both sides. Nobody's gotten their shove on too big. But Capital's going to take it out to the backs. A little inside switch. 13 coming across. Johnson on that one. Taking it twice herself. And Johnson plays for Nova. She's a pretty familiar name. She was a dancer before she joined rugby, and then she's won a national championship as a player and a coach in the same year. She's played for the Women's Collegiate All-American, Marfu 15s, Atlanta 7s, Serevi 7s, and the list goes on. She was also a national champion last year. She's a pretty big name if you've been watching any of the club sports, Ariel Johnson. Capital attack stifled, though. It was knocked on, so it'll be a scrum to Marfu. Let's do a time check here and see. Of course, the referee in the middle has the official time, but we've got a little bit over a half of the half. So about 19 minutes left in this last match of the day. We're all tied up 5-5. So it's been the closest match of the day by far. We've got scrum half from Mid-America. Reed putting it in. Big whistle, though, so Marfu deemed to have been probably collapsing is what I would guess in the scrum. So standing up, excuse me. So it'll be a capital penalty here. Typically go a little bit slow on those scrum penalties, though, just to let those players up because there were quite a few on the deck. Looks like Kim's going to go for the line out, and then maybe they can maul it in from there. Beautiful day here in Texas, just a little bit warm. I'm sitting here in short sleeves and a long pants, and my spider friend is back. He was here in the other game. He must just be hanging out on the table. But yeah, nice weather here today. Typically, we're pretty wet here in Texas around this time, and lower 50s or 60s. But it's in the 70s today. It'll be a little bit warm tomorrow too. So teams have definitely been having to adjust to that. If you came this morning, it was in the 40s, and then now it's 70. So it's one of those "what do I wear" days. But nice job by Capital mauling it in here. It's kind of getting stagnant, so referee instructing them to use it. It's going to go out to the backs. Nice dummy, though, there by the inside center, Lindstrom. Fooled everybody, it looked like, and then they're able to keep it going out through the hands. Johnson swinging this one out to her wing, out to Finns. And Kim, a little bit messy, so we have a forward helping Kim out, picking it up. So Kim is taking it on the short here. Trying to go herself. She can't quite get in, so now we've got forward picks and goes. Marfu coming in over the top, trying to muck it up, though. So slow ball. Capital still on the attack. They've got to be inside the 2-3 meter line. Roche going to one knee to see that it was held up, so it'll be a Capital scrum. Really having to work for it every opportunity here. But I think perhaps one of our more experienced, both these sides, more experienced with the select side. Like us, Marfu has been in the select sides. Once they went away, we started ours up almost immediately afterwards. We've had one for 4 to 5 years, and then Capital's had one, I believe, for 2 years, maybe 3. And then Marfu's been having it for quite a bit of time, too. So the more experienced sides here in these select side events, because, again, these are made up from players from 5-6 teams, different divisions. So D1 players playing alongside D2 or WPL players. So really unique concept here. But some of the best rugby I ever played was on a select side, so we knew we had to bring it back. Marfu stealing this at a really critical moment. That was Albrecht stealing that. Nice work by her to just stifle that attack. And they are going to kick it out just to relieve that pressure just a little bit more. Albrecht plays for the St. Louis Sabres and did not play in college, it looks like. So a late comer to the game possibly, but having seen her play for a couple of years now, she is a go-getter and definitely the heart of that team. So we'll have a Capital line out. Looks like Marfu's trying to do the old, if I pick the ball up, maybe I get the line out, but referee's onto it. So it'll be a Capital line out, so another scoring opportunity for them. Much less scoring in this match, so closer in competitiveness. 5-5 is our score. So no maul here. They're going to get it back out to the backs as quickly as possible. They do have forwards stacked in the line. They just use them as dummy runners, though. Skipping Paris out to Finns. She's going to try to go around the outside. Gets through one tackle. And another. Looks like she got the offload to the fly half to Blees. And she's offloading to the flanker. It looks like Capital still has it. Marfu, good launch there on defense. And then now we're going to bring it back to the other direction. Out to Johnson. Stifles one, Fenn, but she gets caught from behind. Nice work there on using the shorts. Kim's going to go take a step herself. And then out to the flanker. She's all alone. She's got a poacher on her. Let's see if they can get it. They can't. Capital survives. Then Kim out to the fly half. Now using those forwards in the line. Out to Love Schnur. Kim moving it out again, out to the hooker. She's met immediately. No knock on, so Capital will keep going. Oh, big tackle coming from Marfu, driving her backwards, still going backwards. Now she gets the offload. So Marfu really physical at these breakdowns, really making Capital work. And there is a size difference there. Marfu is the bigger team by far. Just a little knock on there, so it'll be a Marfu scrum. So again, lots of time Capital attacking here inside of Marfu's zone. But Marfu outlasting almost every opportunity here. So it does look like we have one sub coming on for Capital. We've got Sierra Winnis coming on, and we'll see who comes off. I think we do have maybe one player down, so that might be who's coming off. I think it's going to, yeah, it's the fullback. She's on the far side of the field. So I think Paris is going to come off. That is a bummer. She is a well-rounded player, long legs, really knows how to run through contact. Hopefully she's all right. So our first replacement of the match. A little pressure there, but Capital giving a little bit of a push in the scrum, but fly half of Marfu able to get a kick. Doesn't go to touch, though, so Finns takes it well, beats the first defender and the second. A big fend there. And then Capital picking and rolling here, so they're going to try to keep this pace going. And then out to Lutner. And then we're going to go out to the backs here. Let's see, are we going to do straight hands? One, a little dummy by the fly half, by Blees. Oh, changing directions now, but penalty. Double whistle, so Roche is going to have a chat with Marfu. Oh, it looks like we're going to the pocket. Oh, and it's Albrecht, and she knows it. So we'll have to see what it was for. She'll give us a signal here in a second, more than likely. But she's going to have 10 minutes to go think about what she's done. Oh, intentional knock. So that's that intentional knock on. So she'll be out. So Marfu will be playing for 10 minutes.
Right here, yellow.
10 minutes on their own with one player down. And we were talking about earlier, the heart of the team here coming to have a seat down. I wonder if she regrets it. She's walking past me. I don't think she regrets her actions. She just got caught. All right, so Capital scrum. She allegedly was aiming for the arm, not the ball. That's what they all say. Out to Johnson. She was looking for that little inside pass, but can't quite get there. Marfu gets a foot on it, though, so now it's a foot race. A little bit of gamesmanship there, maybe a little bit of shepherding, but great job by Johnson to get that ball first. Fresh legs is on. That's Winnis taking that one up for Capital. And that's what every ruck here is a Marfu player's in there trying to get that ball, poaching, really physical at the breakdown. Oh, Blees on a half break. She's tackled well, though. She does get the offload to the hooker. Now I believe it's out to Finns. Yes, it's Finns on the wing. She's reaching, but just, she looks to be about 5'2" and can't quite make it. Oh, but I think the flanker is over, though. I believe that Shinnet over for Capital. So breaking our deadlock here, Capital going up. 10-5. That yellow card costly. Costly for Marfu, but Capital taking advantage of it. So we will see if they can get any more from that. Luckily, it's just a flanker down, so you just drop one in the scrum. It's always tough when it's that front row, though. But hard to play for 10 minutes without that extra help here. So we'll see if the kicker, Kim, is going to take this attempt. We'll see if she can make this one. She missed the first one, and it's essentially from the same area. It's a long kick. So we'll have to see if she has better aim this time. And we really appreciate you joining us on our stream here. We will working on having it available on the Facebook page tomorrow, so you guys can watch it on YouTube or Facebook. And then we've got matches starting at 9 a.m. Central tomorrow. And then we'll have matches all throughout the day. It'll be another 4 matches tomorrow. So lots of rugby for you guys to watch. We'll be crowning a champion tomorrow, and then we'll also have our promotion and relegation as they move up and down through the tiers. And that's important because everybody wants to be in the top tier because you can win hardware. And then everybody in the bottom tier wants to move up to the top tier. So there's a lot to play for on these weekends. Better kick. I don't think she's going to quite have the leg. Oh, off the post, so almost made it in. But those ARs, those sneaky ARs said no. So no conversion there, so we'll keep it at 10-5. And just a bit of time left here, about 8 minutes to go in this half. Of course, Roche has the official time, but we'll go with our clock until we know otherwise. So we'll see how Marfu can answer here. They will have the restart. Taking their time. This is their time to kind of regroup. Have any last words with each other before they restart? A lot of college players on this Marfu side. They do have a couple of club side teams up there, but they do have a lot of college sides up there. So we're seeing a mixture of University of Arkansas in here, and then quite a bit of the Sabres and Omaha as well for this Marfu side. So a good mixture of, those senior and college players. Nice tackle there by the flanker, Clausen. And they've stolen it through her actions. So now they're going back to their pod work. And now I believe it's going to go out to the backs. Taking it a little bit flat-footed, but there we get some pace out of Kovacs, really stepping and taking that ball quickly. That's what we need to see, a bit more of that, taking it on the front foot. Capital may have stolen here. Yes, they have. So Kim's going to have a box kick. Nobody's back. It's a perfect play. Finn's on the run, but it gets a bad bounce, so it goes back to where they started to almost. I think Johnson has it. She goes down quickly. And then they're going to get to work going to the right here. Oh, big tackle. I think that was Towson taking her down. And then Blees moving it out to the hands. It's out to Finn's. Very active player. Into Johnson. Looks like Johnson, if she can outlast the fullback. Yep, Johnson's going to touch it down. Nope, she's going to hold it up just so he can go a little farther in. Now she touches it down. Second one for Johnson there. Beautiful tries by her. And just really on that transition ball. Marfu had the ball, and then just that turnover, and then quick hands out. And Capital's able to, capitalize. I just did that. Yes, I did. So we've got a score of 15-5. Just a few minutes left in this half. About 5 minutes to go. And again, that kick, so only scoring on that left side of the pitch. So Kim will try one more time from that same spot, essentially. And this weekend has been just fantastic and full of lots of events. Thursday night we had a coaching clinic. We had Rob Kane, USA Rugby women's national team coach, come down. He did a coaching course on Thursday night. We had about 25 people to that. And then on last night, we were out here on the fields in the dusk and did a player clinic. Had about 100 athletes out for that. And Rob, with several local coaches, put them through several grids. So lots of opportunities for players in the Texas area, because it wasn't all select players. Most teams gave their players a choice if they could do the clinics or not. So we had about 100 athletes here, women's athletes, that got exposure to a national team coach. Kick is low, but can't quite make it over that bar again. And then today, Rob Kane has been out here talking with players, learning about them, where they're from. And it's really his first kind of opportunity beyond the national championships where Austin played. It's his first opportunity to see our clubs down here. So we were really honored that he was able to come down here and work with our coaches, work with our players, and then now he's scouting today. And then actually tonight he's going to be at the dinner and be giving our players a few words and just chatting about what he's seen today. So a really unique opportunity, and we've had USA Scouts every year, but we've never had a national team coach come, so we're really excited about that. All right, Marfu gets us kicked off here. Just a few minutes left in this half. About 4 minutes left. Taken well by Capital, by Ames. And then Kim maybe initially looking for a box kick, but Marfu has stolen. But Capital's not going to let it go easy, so they're in there mucking it up. And then out to the backs. And you can hear players joking, and it was a very long ruck. And then Marfu scrambling a bit, changing directions. And then penalty. Capital not rolling away. So we'll see what Marfu does here. Looks like we're just going to go to the tap. Setting up with the The exploded scrum. And then giving it to Towson. Smith. Sweet, that my roster's wrong. Oh, nice offload. She's got some legs. Looks like it's going to be Spafford getting over the line for Marfu. Tough to do, scoring with 14 players. That's a really good job. It does look like we've got about 2 minutes left to go on this yellow card, so we'll have Marfu back to full strength in 2 minutes here, but able to score, bringing it, our points to 15-10. So a really tight match in this first half. Everything to go in this second half here, and still time to play. A couple minutes left here. Really nice job. It was a big breakthrough by Smith, and then she offloaded to Spafford, who was able to outlast with those super long legs and able to get over that line. She had one tackler on her, but was able to get over that line. So we'll just wait for the kick here. It's an attempt by the fly half. Just lining it up. It's a critical time where the kicker gets time to line it up, but also let her team have some water. So nobody's got to hurry here. Oh, yeah. Nice. She slots it. Critical kick. 15-12. So we have a 3-minute or 3-point match here. Definitely our closest match of the day. So we'll see. We're going to be back to full strength here in just a second. Oh, it looks like we're going to halftime, actually. So we've got a score of 15-12 for halftime. Stick with us. We've got another 40 minutes to go here.
I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
There is a organization I came across in Arkansas that does like residential camps.
ARPTC?
Yeah.
Legit. Send
They
your
are
daughter
legit.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's like high school camps, and
Yeah,
even
yeah.
if she hasn't played.
There's one coming up in January.
Yeah. No, Julie McCoy? Yeah, legit.
Okay.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, sorry I didn't think of that earlier. That's like a duh. Yeah.
Little Rock's not too far of a drive from Dallas. Yes, I was looking at it and I was like, I've never heard anything.
I know, yeah.
About him, but
She is, she's a neurosurgeon and has played rugby for like 25 years.
wow.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are spiders everywhere.
I know. I'm like, I keep like feeling them crawling all over me,
Yeah,
and I'm like, this is
flying
weird.
out of the
Yeah.
sky.
I wonder if it's like a migration time or something, or like,
Gotta
yeah.
We had it in Dallas about a month ago. They were just flying through the sky, through the wind, with their little webs.
That's crazy. Yeah.
We're at one of the soccer complexes that have big mesh nets up behind the nets, and you could just see all the spider webs just blowing off the nets.
Isn't that when they're also like putting their eggs out, I think? Yeah, that's what it is, right? Yeah, so you're like, great. Here we go.
Yeah. This turned out to be a great weekend.
Oh my God, we've had such luck with this weather, because like, yeah.
We had a massive weekend last weekend in Dallas with 3 showcase events going on and a big league weekend for one of the soccer leagues up there.
Yeah.
And there was so much rain, it was ridiculous. It just caused this mass chaos with schedules.
Oh my God, yeah. And then you're like moving in fields and like crazy. Yeah.
We had one of the showcases completely get canceled. The other 2 managed to convince the cities to let them play. There's a lot of college scouts in town last weekend.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
So the one of the showcases was all girls, and the other showcase that got canceled was an all girls, and there was another that was just kind of a mix.
Yeah.
So the one that ended up playing that was all girls got the benefit of the other all girls tournament canceling. So all the college coaches came to this one complex.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
wow.
Cool. Yeah, that's really cool.
Everybody got lucky who was playing that one. So how is the collegiate game for the women as far as like fully funded programs?
Non-existent down here. But there are some schools that have full rides. They'll be the ones, they're in the NIRA, National Intercollegiate Rugby Association, I think is what it is. So it's like Harvard, it's the Ivy schools. They will do full rides.
So my kid's she's wanting to go East Coast. She's wanting to go into FBI, CIA, Department of State, something like that. So she wants to be somewhere generally DC area, or her dream school is West Point, who actually is looking at her soccer-wise.
Yeah.
But they've got women's rugby too.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I was like, hey.
Yeah. What's up?
What all do you have to gather before you can leave?
We just like to wash the pennies. So we'll get the pennies, the balls. The banners can stay up. I think that's kind of it. Do you have? Oh, we have kit to wash.
We have the blue kit to wash.
Okay. I think that's it, really. Texas played good. This is my wife, Tracy. This is Mark.
Hi, Mark. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
He's our broadcasting partner.
I got some good pics.
He's also taking photos, yeah.
I saw you out there. Yeah.
Oh, you took photos of Cole too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, cool. I'm trying to get a picture of this one for you, but they're just never coming.
I know. If they're right here, I can take a picture, but yeah.
We took a group picture. You can't even see our faces. It's so bad. So we're
because of the sun or whatever?
No,
or?
just when Rhea took it, she didn't click to focus on us.
Oh, yeah.
Or
oh,
her
I see.
phone's also just really old.
Yeah. Okay. So
tomorrow,
yeah.
if y'all have the teams pose after the matches, I can just take quick pics.
Hell yeah, let's do that because we got to
do
send
that.
them to our vendor that makes our jerseys. Yeah.
So our picture was.
Because I'm trying to put a picture up with every like full-time post score, you
Yeah, I
know.
saw that.
So yeah.
Or if you want to do it before the games real quick, while they're still clean.
There you go. Right. Yeah.
We can do a pre and
Yeah.
post.
And we
Yeah.
need a TRU kind of
Everybody.
joined
Yes.
team.
That'll definitely probably be.
The red and the
We
blue.
should probably do that. Well, TRU's going to play at 9, and then TRU's going to play at 2.
We play at 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
9
And then
what?
they play at 9.
9,
So if you
10:45,
guys, I don't know what time you guys are coming, but hopefully they'll stay. Or we could do it at dinner tonight too. I mean, it would be good to do it.
Okay, I don't know if I'll stay for this whole thing.
That's fine.
So I'll take the jerseys home and start the
Yeah.
jerseys in the wash.
Yeah.
You're hot, Mike.
All right, welcome back to the second half. Last half of the day. We've got a really close one for you. If you're just joining us, it's 15-12. Excuse me, with Marfu scoring in the last few minutes of that first half. And I was reading the chat during the break there, and I do apologize. It sounds like we do have some roster mix-ups for especially Marfu is what it sounds like. And then I do have a corrected roster for Barros. Sorry, I'm calling you Finns. I just didn't realize that the numbers were off to the side, so that's my fault. Oh, she tried to get it on the kickoff. Didn't quite get it. I'm going to say we're probably going to deem this not 10, so we'll come back for scrum or re-kick, capital choice, but assuming they'll pick scrum. So I will try to fix those roster problems. That's always a problem with these events, but I'll try to fix that. We are back to full strength for Marfu. We did have a yellow card for intentional knock, so she is back on the pitch. So we've got full squads here, 15-12. So we've got an exciting 40 minutes ahead for you. And then tomorrow we've got matches starting at 9 a.m., and then we've got 10:45, 12:30, and 2:15 as well. So we'll be back on the stream tomorrow. We'll be on the Facebook page also tomorrow, so we'll be able to have it watch on YouTube and Facebook tomorrow, whichever platform you prefer. So Capital here, nice strike. And then under a little bit of pressure there, just that ball just behind the scrum half. It does look like we have a couple, or excuse me, fly half, a couple of subs. So we've got Tanya Gauss on for the fly half. So Bleeze did her 40 minutes. And we'll try to get any other subs for you as we've seen those sub numbers come on to the pitch. So this match has been the most competitive of the day. Most of the other matches were blowouts. So really excited to see this level of matches coming out of this event. Tomorrow, I think we'll be definitely much more matched up. In that 9 a.m. match, we're going to have the TRU under 24 side versus the TRU Motley side. And then the second match of the day, we know one opponent will be Midwest, and it'll be the loser of this match. And then the third match of the day is Pacific versus USA Rugby South, which I think is going to be a cracker. And we've got Lettner on a tear here. She's slicing through the middle and does score for Marfu. So Marfu first out of the gates, taking that to 17, so taking the lead. And like I was saying, that third match tomorrow, I think at 12:30 is going to be a cracker, Pacific versus South. And then the fourth match of the day, we know one player there. We've got TRU, and then versus the winner of this match. And then tomorrow we'll be giving out hardware in that fourth match of the day. And then that third match, the team that loses will be relegated down to the bottom tier. And then the second match will get a promotion from the winner. So we have some movement between the tiers, and that happens on day 2. So we've got lots on the line tomorrow, so I hope you stick with us and tune in for all of the matches tomorrow. Oh, and we have some hilarity behind us. We have USA Eagle Nick James carrying USA Eagle Charlie Jacoby. Wish you guys could see it.
Been a long day, y'all.
Teammates on and off the field. All right, so we're going to take this kick right from in front. It looks like it's Albrecht trying to attempt this conversion. She's just going to chip it over, so 2 points there. So Marfu up 19-15. So just to try separating these two teams with about 3.5 minutes gone in this second half. So it's Marfu's first time to lead this match. It was Capital pretty quickly early on, had one try and then another one after that, and then Marfu answered. So likely to see more score trying out of this match. But who will it be next? So just waiting for that ball to come back. Doesn't look like we've had too many subs. It does look like Hope Allen is on the field. 22 is what she's wearing today. And then we've got the other sub was Gauss as well as on for Capital, it looks like. So Marfu taking the kickoff nicely. It's going to go right back to their game plan, just having those forwards in those linear pods or in the kind of backline style pod. And then again to that pod. Capital's in there though. Counter ruck is on. Looks like Capital's going to steal. They do. And then immediately getting it out to their flanker, Lutton, who's all over the place. She is just a fierce all over the pitch. 20 with the nice sidestep there, Gauss. She's getting caught from behind though. And they're going to go the other direction. Changing directions is Kim out to Lutton again. And then just not quite to hand, but scooped up by Johnson. Crawling forward, just getting a couple more inches there. And they're going to keep going to the right. Gals all over the place right now. Stolen by Marfu. Gow's coming from the Maryland Stingers. She also played at the University of Maryland, All-American 2010, Marfu under 23. She was born in South Africa. So her second language is English. Afrikaans is her first language. So a nice pickup there, a nice little super sub, her coming on for Capital. Knock-ons will have a Capital scrum. A little bit of a slower start maybe for Capital in this second half. Do have some super subs on, so maybe they're just trying to feel it out a little bit. Standing up. Looks like maybe having a sub on. Number 4 trying to communicate without pushing his button. Our number 4 is handicapped today. He broke his hand playing rugby. He's a former referee, and now he's trying to play rugby again, and he broke his hand at his 4th practice. So I think the rugby gods are trying to tell him to go back to refereeing. So he's handicapped today. He's doing it with a brace on, but he's having surgery on Monday, so he'll be all better soon. Hopefully he'll be a referee again for us. Capital having to dig that out, but good pass. Nice strong pass. Nice breaking line, but a good tackle. And Blease still is on the pitch, actually, so I apologize. I thought she'd been subbed, but it looks like the inside center was subbed, so Blease is still on the pitch. And Capital going the same direction. Hooker out to Barros, not Finns. And then going back to the right is Kim. Look, Kim's looking to speed it up now. She's trying to speed the game up a little bit. Nice, big tackle. 22, Hope Allen with that carry. And Marfu has stolen it again off that big tackle. So Marfu on the attack here. They've stolen it several times on the Capital attack. Capital just can't keep the ball. Marfu just a little late to that support, so it's going to be slow ball, but picked from the back. And then now out to the wing. Ooh, tackle up on the neck. Dangerous tackle, Roche deeming, so we're going to come back for the penalty. So probably going to come for the kick here. It looks like we've got a sub happening for Marfu. We'll let you know who that is. It looks like we've got number 17 coming on Horning for 5. So 5 is what player? Not Smith, because Mandy?
Mandy if it's 4.
Okay. Oh, 4 coming off?
That's Mandy, 5.
Okay. Mandy's coming off. Just confirming with the KJ. So we're going to have a line out to Marfu. So again, we've got a little bit of a mix-up on some of the Marfu roster, so that might have been me writing it down or, multiple things. So just trying to confirm as we can. So tight match, 19-15, just 5 points separating these two matches, these two teams, really fighting for championship or possible relegation match tomorrow. So a lot on the table for these two teams here. Good lineup by Marfu, though, going to the second pod, then quickly out to the backs, but the fly half, she's under pressure immediately, but able to get it down. And then out to Schwartz, who's been a go-forward player for them all day today. And then brand new player to the pitch. Oh, just really anxious, number 17, Horning. Super sub, couldn't quite hold onto that one, so Capital has the advantage right now. Poacher in there, so we'll come back for the scrum. So it'll be scrum to Capital. About 10 minutes gone by the time they set up this scrum in this half, so 30 minutes left in this match. It's been a big weekend for these players. And just for our union, we've had a coaching course on Thursday night with Rob Kane and then a players clinic on Friday. Tonight the players are going to get kind of one-on-one time with Rob at a player dinner, so we're all going and having player dinner tonight. And then we'll all be back out here tomorrow to finish out the weekend with 4 more matches. Big scrum by Capital. That's the first time we've seen them kind of have that push. Bounce pass out to Blees, but she was able to gather another bounce pass out to Finns, who's just manhandled in a tackle but is able to present that ball so Capital can keep the attack going. Here's Lutton again. Not tackled by one, so she keeps going with a beautiful leg drive. There was a Marfu poacher in there, but she has to get out because she wasn't through the gate. So Blees this time carrying a little bit out to Barros. Beats one. She's got one defender coming. She's got the fullback. Looks like she does get her down. Capital's there, though. Kim immediately under pressure. Believe Marfu maybe stole. They did steal this. So now they'll bring the tack out. We have seen this several times. We've seen Capital inside their 22, inside their 40, seemingly, going to break through, and then Marfu is able to strip that ball away. So I don't know if it's a presentation issue or if it's a support isn't quite their issue, but Capital really under the gun here and needing to score. All right, so it looks like we've got another Marfu sub. Another Marfu sub coming on. Number 19 coming on for Marfu, so Dickerson is on. And we'll let you know who she's coming off for. Looks like she can't decide if she wants to wear a scrum cap or not, so she's not going to wear it. All right, here she goes. She's ready now. I believe she's slotting in at either hooker or scrum half, so we'll see. Almost penalized is the new player coming on, Dickerson. It looks like we've got advantage by Roche. Yeah, it's going to come back for that penalty. It's going to be side entry. So Capital's going to probably go quick. Yep, they do. Kim, little dummy there. She had a player almost in front. Blees. Oh, tried to do the goose step the other direction, but didn't have the quite good footing. Johnson with a little chip through attempt. Doesn't quite make it through, but it looks like Capital is going to keep it. Oh, no, penalty. Ball carrier not releasing, so back-to-back penalties. So Marfu ball now. So we'll see if they're going to go for line out. Looks like they are going to go for the line out. So a little bit of slowdown in tempo here for Marfu. They've got the lead. Kick is up. Looks like it's going to go out. It does go out, so it'll be a Marfu line out. But maybe a little bit of time management here by Marfu. Just trying to milk that clock for every second they can. Looks like Dickerson's going to throw it in for Marfu. Stolen at the line out, though. Stolen by Bell. Penalty again against Capital, off their feet. Looks like Dickerson went in for number 6, Clausen, for Marfu. So again, Marfu's going to take that line out option. See if she can get some good distance this time. Not quite as far as she probably was hoping for, but inside the 40, it'll be another line out to Marfu. And then looks like we're going to have another Marfu sub in just a moment here. Just waiting for that ball to come back. It was just kicked into the bleacher, so I had to go grab it. Just getting everything set up. I think Capital needed a hooker, and we've got a shoe tie, so we're just waiting for everything to get started. So time is back on. Marfu up at the second pod. Good take off the top. Almost trying to give it to that wing inserting, but she couldn't quite hold on to it, so Capital steals. There is a Marfu player in there with hands in. Yep, so it's going to be tackler assist. penalty against Albrecht. So Capital now just trading penalties both sides. So Capital looks like they're going to go for line out. Kim's going to try to slice it. See if she can drive it down to that corner. All right, Capital line out. And we're having a substitution come on, but she had a little mouth guard thing. Our number 4 spotted it so well. Looks like Bell is coming off. So we'll get that sub on.
Good job, Trey.
And then here we go, Capital line out. So again, we've got a super tight score, 19-15, Marfu on top. 16 minutes gone in this second half. Looks like a knock on in the line out, so we'll have a scrum to Marfu. Don't really feel like either team has had the upper hand either half. Capital did get a couple of scores in a row in the first half, but Marfu answered each time. There was a yellow card in the first half for Marfu, so they did play down 2 times, or play down 10 minutes, but it wasn't too devastating. They've been able to come back from that. So Kat Roche bringing the scrum together, slow that cadence down. Looks like Marfu's going to keep it and take it off the back. Out to the backs. Johnson trying to get in that passing lane, but then leaves a gap behind for Marfu to exploit. So trying to do that arrow defense almost, where you've got one player shooting up, but that leaves really big gaps. We've got a maul. Johnson's holding it up. Marfu's trying to get that knee down so it can be a tackle. It does not. The ball doesn't come out, so it'll be a turnover. So a nice play there by Capital, just stifling that maul. So now it'll be scrum to Capital.
They're bringing it on over.
Big huh there coming when the scrum comes together. Kim, I think, almost thinking maybe she'd go herself, but then decided to get it out. So going to be a little bit under pressure, but Gauss is able to gather it in and then get it back to her ruckers. And here's Lutton again with the carry. Doesn't make too much ground. Kim's going to keep going the same direction. Kick over the top by Blees. There's nobody back. Nice bounce. So now we'll have Marfu backed up a bit, just inside their 40 with a line out. About 21 minutes to go in this final match of the day. And by far our closest match of the day. We've been 19-15 for about 10 minutes now. Only one score by Marfu in this second half. Couple of subs coming off for Capital. So it looks like we've got 14 coming off. Barros is off. 19 coming on to replace her, so we have Schneider on. And then let's see who's coming off. Can't quite see her number. Number 8 coming off for Capital, so Love Schnur coming off. Gal breaking through. She's got to just to beat the fullback. She showed us some steps earlier. She does it again. Beautiful work there by Capital. Very nice job there. Just a one line break and a quick offload, and we've got another score by Capital. So that brings us to 20-19. Capital taking back the lead. This kick is very critical if they want to make it the difference of 3 points. Essentially, a conversion or a penalty goal would be the difference at this point if it's made. So Kim is lining us up. Looks like it's going to make it way through. There's the flags. It's a critical kick. 22-19. With about half of a half to go. A little less than that, 19 to go. So a score each in this half from each side. And several subs on for each side as well. So these super subs coming on to seal the deal, close the deal, as they say, if they can. Taking her time on the restart. It's going to be a little short. Marfu's looking to play it, but it is short, so we'll come back for more than likely the scrum at the center. So it'll be a capital scrum. So we've seen a little bit more of a push from Capital. They've been able to get even a couple of steps on Marfu here, so we'll see if they're able to do it again. So there's that secondary shove. Out to Gauss again. One fend, two fend. Johnson's there, was looking for the offload, now has to ruck. A little messy, but they're able to keep it. It's out to Lutton. Whoa, way to milk that penalty, Kim. It's a player in the way, just throw it at him. It's the best scrum half trick ever. So now we'll get the PK. Scrum called. Interesting choice, but again, could be that time management. We still got plenty of time to play, but every minute that comes off that clock is the minute you're in the lead. So about 18 minutes left in this match. And Roche is going to bring it up. Wasn't happy with that, so just going to bring it up. Sounds like there might have been a mayday. All right, that one's better, so we're together. Ball's coming in. Capital's got it at the back. Just holding it, trying to keep that scrum half back. Missed tackle on the first attempt. Kim goes herself a little bit. Offloads. Big tackle, driven him back. Marfu tackle. Knock on there. It's just a little bit of unlucky. We've been seeing this quite a bit where either Capital's unlucky with the knock on or Marfu's able to strip from them. They've actually, most of the play has been on this left side of the field for this second half. You can see Rob Kane is over there talking to some of the players from the Pacific Northwest team and some of the starters from the Capital team as well, so just getting their info. So again, this is a really great opportunity to be scouted if haven't been seen before or playing with a higher level team. That can sometimes help players as well. They play better when they've got a higher level team. Some movement there in that scrum. It's going to the side. It looks like it's going to go, wheeled. So we'll reset with Capital. Or excuse me, as Marfu put in, so we'll keep it with Marfu. Nice put in, but under a little bit of pressure again by Capital trying to wheel that, but they get it out. Some space here. Schwartz got it in the middle. Oh, but just a little knock on herself. So we'll just repeat and do another scrum. It'll be Capital this time, though. So just a couple of knock-ons there. The sun is going down here. Got about 15 minutes left in this match. So we'll see if Capital can get a little bit of a shove on again. Gonna pick this time, I think, so no shove. A little messy. She gets it out, but it's gonna be Kim trying to kick it back to her fly half. Now Albrecht gets a hand on it. Kim again. Scrum half is in. Stolen. Stolen by Marfu. By Smith. Maybe a knock on though. Oh no, unplayable. So Capital will have a scrum, and we've got a sub coming on for Marfu. Number 20 is on. I believe Capital scrum here, so just an unplayable.
Over here. No, you're fine, Murray. I was talking to Chris.
Schwartz is off. For Marfu. Nice and slow, the cadence. Back to the 8. No pick this time. They're going to keep that stable platform. Now Marfu's got a little push on. Bounce pass, but gathered well by Gauss. Little extra roll there, but Kim gets it out anyways. Another bounce pass. Now maybe another knock on. So just a bit messy this period here, this last 5 or 6 minutes here. Very messy. Lots of scrums. We'll bring this scrum together again. We've also been supported this weekend by the Texas Rugby Referee Association, providing us with match officials for the whole weekend. And then we have our vendor, Rugby Ninja, is on site as well with all the rugby gear that all the teams could want. Another wheel by Capital. Murphy's able to get it out, though, but that wheel is accomplishing making their forwards on the other side of the scrum. So, again, Johnson shooting, just trying to shut down that outside attack. But there's that gap left behind for Kovacs to go through. There's Dickerson, super sub. She under a little bit of pressure. I think she's going to get poached. Nope, referee says off our feet, so sealing. So Marfu has an opportunity. They think about going quick, but they don't. So they'll go for the line out. Looks like another Marfu sub may be coming on in a moment. So instead of the light out, they're going to go for the exploded scrum. Give it to Smith, who makes her way through one tackler, but the second is able to grab her and take her down. And then a little confusion. They're not sure which direction they're going. But Marfu eventually gets it out through Smith again. We've got a poacher on. And it looks like ball carrier not releasing. So good poach by Furchow of Capital. And we've got a player down, so we're going to have a medic come on. Looks like she's up. We'll see if she can continue. Looks like she's all right. And then it looks like also got a Capital sub coming on as well. So Capital is going to go for the line out. All right, so sub for each side here. Looks like we've got Capital 17 Golt coming on. And then number 18, Bamister for Marfu. So it looks like Gortega is off for Marfu. And then the hooker, McGuire, is off for Capital. Line out is good. Just a little dropping out. Blease on the loop. Aerial right through the middle. One show, one dummy. From behind, though, Lettner grabbing her from behind. I think Johnson picked that one up from the deck, though, and gave it to another player. It's definitely illegal if that's what happens. But we have advantage for Capital. I'm thinking probably high tackle for the squirrel tackle. And then Marfu going for that ball again. Looks like Capital's going to try to go quick. They could get points here. Double whistle, so we're going to have a chat. Roche, referee's going to have a chat. I assume it's with about that kind of squirrel jumping on her back tackle. So Capital is going to go for points here. Just put some more on the board. Right now it's just a difference of 2 points, so if they can put the 3 on, then it's a try. Points are chosen. So Kim will go for critical 3 points here. And not to mention this is good time management. About 8 minutes left. So she lines up this kick. She's been good on the day. Well, actually, I take that back. She's made 1 out of 4, but they've all been from the left side of the field. So this is her second attempt at the center of the field, essentially. Looks like she's going to nail this one through. ARs are going to confirm, so there's 3 points. So 25-19. So now it's a kick and a conversion to catch Capital with about 7 minutes left. So a tight one, this last match of the day. We saved the best for last. I'm just hearing confirmation that there is 7 minutes left in this match. So we're doing better with our clock management over here at the broadcast stand. Kick is better. They've had some struggles today on the kick. Kim takes it, and she's going to opt to kick it right back. Nice low driving kick. Putting those wingers and fullbacks kind of on their last foot there, or their back foot. Nice return. Big run up. Now out to some of the super subs. Here's Albrecht. She's got some space in front of her. Nice offload. Separation, though. We'll have to see if she can get some support there. She does. Now shuffling it out to the backs, to Kovacs. Out to Tharp. Capital managing well, though, not letting him have any breaks here. Messy ball. We're going to see if Johnson is there. She's in the lane again. Oh, just behind her. The pass to the wing. Couldn't quite get there. But Marfu keeps it going. No knock on. Capital stealing. Good poach here. Oh, now it's a fight at the ruck. Dickerson's in there. Capital gets it out, though. Out through the hands of the forwards. Another offload. She's got a little bit of space. Another offload. She's looking for help. Oh, Blease was there but couldn't quite make the pass. Now it's quick hands out. Oh, nice. Very nice, dude. 2-on-1 out to Dickerson. Oh, we must have 2 players with 19 on. Capital scoring. Very nice. So that will make it very difficult for Marfu to come back. It's been done before, of course, but this will make it very difficult for Marfu at this point. Looks like we've got a sub coming on for Capital, number 24, Repta. Sorry, that was Michelle Snyder with the score. I apologize, I was looking at the wrong paper. But we have Repta on, 24. So 29-19 at this point. 10-point game. So Jess Molnar coming off, 23, coming off the pitch for Capital. So Kim will again want to line this one up. Just makes it even harder for Marfu at this point. If she can slot this one. Really taking her time. And this is also just working the clock. See if she'll have the leg to get it over. She doesn't. So we've got 30-19 is the score, with I'd say 4 to 5 minutes left. Of course, the referee having the official time. And we'll hope you'll join us tomorrow. We've got matches starting at 9 a.m. and then followed at 10:45, 12:30, and 2:15 as well. 3 minutes left is what we're getting from the referees. So unless something crazy happens, we will have Capital joining TRU in the hardware match, and then Midwest will be playing Marfu for the relegation match. So 2 really big matches tomorrow, and then that third match is the promotion match, so they can move up to the top tier. So Ariel Johnson again looking to offload to the fresh legs of Schneider. Looks like Marfu got in there, though, and knocked that one down. Under pressure is Marfu. Going to go into touch, so it'll be a Capital line out, so not too much loss there. So, of course, all the matches are important tomorrow, but definitely the last 3 matches of the day are the most important, because we'll see potentially Midwest or Marfu moving down to the bottom tier. And then we could have Pacific or USA Rugby South moving up to the top tier. And then, of course, the championship between more than likely TRU and Capital at this point. So, again, we're just seeing really good time management by Capital, just taking time to set those up. Oh, on the inside switch, Capital. Johnson can't quite hold on to it, but knock on offsides. So, Marfu penalty. Albrecht's going to take it quick. She's captured pretty easily, though. And then out to the wing. She's caught, bundled up, almost into touch. It looks like she managed to stay in. Penalty, though. Off their feet, Capital. They've had a couple of those penalties. So Marfu's just going to take that line out option, put it into touch, get that platform of the line out. Got about a minute, maybe a minute and a half left.
Let's go, White! I see you, White!
So Marfu may be resigning themselves that they've lost this match. Not too much of a hurry. You might expect to see a bit of a hurry here. She's going to go up the pitch after running sideways for a minute. Nice gain, looking for support. Just having to try to float it out to the backs, and then just a flutter kick to Lettner. Not sure who's going to come out with it here. Looks like Capital stole it. And the sun is going down behind us, so you can see the field's a bit darker now. Kim's going to put it up over top. There's nobody at home. Nice. It's getting a nice long bounce. And then the winger immediately is under pressure for Marfu. Oh, stolen by Capital. And then we've got lots of... There's blue out here, but there's lots of white. So Johnson having to go to the knees to catch that one. And Ames taking out one defender. Marfu stolen. Bammister stole this. And they're going to exit, so they're going to kick. Good choice. There's not really anybody there either. 21 is running over. Winnes is running over, but it does go into touch. Looks like it's going to be full time. So congratulations to Capital taking this one 30-19. They will face TRU in the championship tomorrow at 2:15. Marfu will play at 10:45 against Midwest. And then at 9 a.m. we've got TRU under 24 against the Motley. And then the 12:30 match, Pacific versus USA Rugby South. Please join us again tomorrow. Thank you.